to Brno for the Czech Republic Grand Prix. It's ultra on pole from Rabo and Jensen Olsen. Then Deutsche landed 4th from Davy Sierra and Lam Fong, with Mark Sadley in 7th, then Blade Sonic and Carlos Eduardo. Tom Cash landed 10th from Vestio, starting the bottom half of the grid. It's Benaia, Tom Leon, Cable, Amasilla, Sebastian Campo, Fury Headley, Tapman Horn, Livery, Matthew Hart, Akari Sato, and Daniel Boxarov. So in the Czech Republic today, we've got a slightly down race here. The rain shouldn't be too long until it clears. 5 red lights, and we're underway in Brno. So off the start, it is a good launch and a good getaway there for Jensen Olsen, the McLaren. He's already looking to try and move up into first place. However, that's going to be a little bit difficult considering the gap he has to Ultra. You have to really send it into the second corner. He does so, and there's a virtual safety car. Rainbow's out, and there's more contact further back. Cars getting involved in multiple accidents. The Ferrari of Rainbow is out of this race, and Olsen's got a penalty. So a little bit of carnage here on the first lap of 13 here in the Czech Republic. So yeah, this is not good for Olsen for the penalty. Really not good for him. So yeah, he's going to have to try his best here to do damage limitation. The virtual safety car is ending, but he has got a good lead. He's got to try and make sure he gets a good restart. I think Van Holt's got a good restart here, as he's going to look for a route down the inside of Thierry Headley. Gets him easily, and even gets Ocampo there. Van Hoort up in a 15th place. However, Headley, he fights back. He's alongside that AlphaTauri right now. Down the inside, and the AlphaTauri is up into 15th. He does secure that position. Van Hoort, though, he had better traction on the exit, and as a result, he's now going for 15th place once again. It's now a 2-second lead for Jensen Olsen in that McLaren. And yeah, Ultra, what's happened to him? He's had an awful restart. He hits the wall, in fact. Gets a track limits warning and hits a guy in a customer team Haas. This has been a bad lap for Ultra. He has got no front wing, as you can see. And now he's in the pit lane. Ocampo gets a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. So yeah, this is where drivers are having all their incidents. This is where they've got to be extremely careful. This is where the drivers can make one tiny mistake and it can cost them a lot of time. And there we go, contact between Tom Leon and Vinayak, as Tom Leon had hit the wall just before. Now luckily, everyone seems to have survived that. Ultra's easily going to survive this bit, because he's at a very slow pace right now. Now I've also seen drivers having little incidents here. So this is where the drivers also have to be extremely careful. Especially the Mercedes guys, Sergio and De Benedetto. They are not separated by much. Both of them will have championship ambitions. And here we go. In towards the final sector, the two Mercedes side by side. There we go, Sergio trying to defend his place. De Benedetto goes on the outside, lets Sergio by. And this is good for Mercedes. As long as they don't fight too much, they should be fine. Now, I don't want to say anything because, you know, I've got a very good history this season of giving commentators curses. Now, De Benedetto has the fast lap this race now. He's just said that. And he's going for the move on Davy Serracera. That should be a piece of cake, that move. Nicely done there. Oh! Serracera out of the race. The two were side by side into the second corner, and that was never going to work out. So as Serracera, who went right up in the air, Tom Leon coming into the pits under virtual safety car. Now he's onto a brand new set of intermediate tyres. But that virtual safety car is really bad for Serracera, of course. He's now out of the race, and this is not good for the championship leader. This here is giving a perfect opportunity here to guys like Jensen Olsen and Mark Sadley, the guys who are closer in the standings. So yeah, Mercedes gonna have to really think about that race and just put it beside them, and then start to think about the next one. That's all they can really do here. Mark Sadley, he's been showing quite a bit of pace here. So can he use that pace and move up into second? Second is a possibility. Could McLaren get a 1-2 if they're careful enough? Of course, Olsen, he's just gradually extending the lead out in front. You can see he's just driving brilliantly today. We've got a Mercedes and a Ferrari out. They were the two rivals in 2019, if you remember. George Vettel fastest in the final sector. He has pulled away from Max Adelaide. And into the second corner, Olsen seems fine. De Vettel was no, he hit the wall. He has hit the wall there. He manages to just get back on track. And here's Max Adelaide, who slows down there. People are starting to get held up because of this. But Johnson, he sees an opportunity. He goes up in the fourth. Yellow flags though are out. Something has happened from the back of this. Damian Castro, as he has hit the wall. But Johnson probably could have moved up into third there, to be honest, if it wasn't for that yellow flag. Avancilla now up at ninth, but Castro's going to start to fall back. And you can already see the effect that no front wing has. Sector 1, Ultra Road has hit the wall. It's a disaster day for Ferrari, without a doubt. And now Olsen has got well and truly a good lead, 7.5 seconds. This is what he needs, with his penalty being right there. Adelaide should be doing a good job here at defending. Now Blazers is up into third position. Eduardo is right behind in fourth. Now yellow flags the third sector. This time De Vendetta, he's had an incident. He's hit the wall somewhere. And now for him, he's going to lose a lot of places and he's going to have to come into the pit lane. Here is Jensen Olsen going around that second corner. Third sector, another incident happened. I think it's to do with Damian Castro this time. But here we go into the second corner once again. The very dangerous corner. All these guys at the top here have survived it. Now Versio in 5th position. That's a place he could not be losing for Altari. So yeah, you have to be really careful trying to hold that one. And the yellow flag save came out. Virtual safety car as well. As out of the race goes Avancilla. So another bad day for Haas. It's just a bad day for the Ferrari customer teams, as it seems. But here we go, it is getting dry. The rain has stopped, the track has just got dry. McLaren have a double stack gap. Could McLaren go for the double stack this lap and just get on the fresh dry tyres? I think preferably they would have wished the rain would stay so the tyre wear would not be an issue. So when tyre wear is an issue, that's when a lot of crashes occur here in Brno. There's only a few more corners left on the racetrack. Olsen will be getting to his pit box soon. But like, look at this. Oh, Eduardo! What a send! He got into third place. He was pushing for second. Not going for it. Full on pushing for it. Olsen stays out. What will the rest of these guys do? Are they going to pit? Yes, Adelaide's in. Eduardo's in. Blade stays out. So, is it time for dries yet? It certainly looks like it. As many drivers are coming in. That's why it may not be worth going on dries. Because if you get held up, you're going to lose a lot of time. Eduardo has jumped Adelaide. He has jumped Max Adelaide in the pit lane here. So now it is a push for Olsen and for Blade Sonic here to do the best they can and hope there's just a lot of hold-ups in the pit lane, which I don't know if there is. Now we've just got to monitor the gaps out in front. Eduardo to Olsen. Now I am seeing slight little changes. And yeah, I think it's now the dries finally gaining it in sector 1. Versio, who's only just hit, has come out. And he's hit the wall. And there we go. He goes right into the side of Lamfong, who gets penalised for it. Now yeah, Eduardo is gaining time now. Oh, dearie me, Vinayak! He's out of this race and there's more contact. He's upside down. Virtual safety car. And this is perfect for Jensen Olsen. He's going to come in the pits and get a slight advantage. 5-second penalty for Tom Leon for causing a collision. So what's happened there, buddy? He has got damage on his car now. Now the VSC is ending. Damian Castro is going to 5-second time penalty. Wait, I don't know what it is. I think the VSC is continuing. I swear I saw the VSC ending message. There we go. But looks like he's coming into the pits now. And Olsen is going to be coming out well and truly in the lead of this race. VSC is ending now. We're just like moving on to softs to try and get the end of this race on. I don't know what's happened there. Oh wait, livery's out. Maybe it was because of livery possibly. And that's why the VSC was extended. But I've never seen that happen before. Here we go, Eduardo pushing down this back straight. Will he have enough face at all to catch Blade Sonic? Well, Blade Sonic has fully pulled away now. So, this is bad news. Oh, never mind. He is out of this race. He's literally just getting out the hits. And them softs are not working. He's out. That's another retirement today. That is actually the 6th as well. So as expected, Berno providing the chaos that we love. However, of course, this isn't good for drivers who will be obviously quite annoyed with this. Any driver who retires will be annoyed. But here we go. Olsen now. He's got a 22-second lead. He does not need a push. He can conserve this entire race and he'll be fine, but the virtual safety car. And that is for Dominic Di Benedetto, who sees himself out of this race. Same place as pretty much everyone else. So, yeah. Other than one falling to the turn 3 wall. The turn 3 outside wall. Honestly, it is quite ridiculous. Whereas lap 8 now, I really don't know where to be focusing. I guess we're going on board for Olsen since he's approaching turn 2. He's hit the wall there. Will he survive it? He does. Okay there. Incredible save from Olsen. Williams probably won't be happy with that one, but we'll have to, they'll have to just deal with it, I guess. Eduardo there, overtaken by Adelaide, who sends it. Both Eduardo and Adelaide hit the wall there. Adelaide and Eduardo get back on the track. Same sort of time there, so I guess they're lucky. I wonder if their damage though is enough to want to go into the pits. Let's see about Lam Fong. Curry sitting in a good P4. It looks secure. There we go, Headley into the wall. UK wall as well, which we could very clearly see. As we are getting now towards the 9th lap of 13 here in Brno, the Czech Republic Grand Prix. Also got 2 more corners to go until the next lap. Here is Van Horn though, going away from the lead. He's now up into 5th as he gets ahead of Thierry Headley and Jas Martin. Of course, chaotic races are one where teams can really capitalise. And there's a yellow flag in that first sector for someone, I don't know who it is though. Versio there moving up into 8th position. Adelaide, he hits the wall there. And Water right behind is going to be happy with that. There we go. Here goes Lam Fong as he is able to get some free places here because people are in the pits. Olsen's coming out of the pits right now. And where is Lam Fong, who has a 5-second time penalty, bear in mind? He's here in 2nd. His tires are wearing out. He is going to have to come into the pits very soon, or else he will crash. And Olsen again into the wall. That's now 2 warnings for track limits. So yeah, now Lam Fong, your leader of the race in Brno. Yellow flag, virtual safety car. It's a car restarter who is now out of the race. There goes Sauber facing their first retirement of the day. Matthew Hart, still in this race, recently hit. He is in 12th at the moment. No, I don't know how this race is going to end, to be honest. We've got so much chaos every lap that is literally impossible to tell who's going to win. You can't even predict. That's how crazy this race is. And with landfall, you can see what I meant by his tires, because them tires are gone. But no, his tires are gone, and he stays out. I don't know what Fong is thinking at the moment, but staying out is just not the right option. I don't know what Renault is thinking at the moment, because them tires are not making it to the end of this race. Now Olsen is right there, he's going down the inside, and there's contact. There is contact between the two, and there we go. That's what I meant about the tires. They've just got to pit him. There's literally nothing they can do. They're gonna have to just accept what's going on. Adelaide there, no more front wing for him, as he's now got 3 track limit warnings. As soon as he makes another violation, it's an instant penalty. And oh, Matthew Hart there with one of the biggest impacts I've seen there today, other than like the Van Ajax big one. Yeah, that was a pretty bad hit. To go up in the air and start spinning when you land, not good. As the virtual safety car deployed again. Now the skies are getting dark. Could there be more rain on the horizon? We've only seen this a few times before in the series, where it's went from rain, or dry, rain, dry. And yep, it's happened. It has happened. Now when the pits comes down with Castro, for the 5th time today, he's going on to Inters. It is intermediate tyres for the Haas. And here we go, we're entering the final 3 laps, and I think this is what Renault was keeping Lamfong out for. They were keeping him out simply because they knew rain was on the way, and it's worked out. So apologies to Renault for what I was saying about how they should have just pit him, because very clearly that was not the way to go. But yeah, now it's obviously time to pit. He has a 5-second penalty. His teammates out, so that's not going to affect the team in any way, other than the fact that Lamfong's going to end up losing some places. Now many drivers coming in. I think all drivers are. Well, Van Horn, he stayed out. The AlphaTauri has stayed out on track, and I don't know why, but Olsen there, moving up into 1st place. You got to be really careful, but them tyres are fresh. He's going to be fine. They should have just took the double stack down at AlphaTauri, but clearly that's not how they were thinking here today. UK ball in pits. Now it looks like Headley's going to keep P9 there. Tom Leon's going to be 11th. Ocampa's going to be 12th, but Castro, he's just nowhere. Now Van Horn is going to be a bit of a blockade, so Versio has got to clear him as soon as humanly possible. If he doesn't do that, he's done for. He's not going to be getting any progress. This race, a virtual safety car. UK balls out. That officially marks Dragon's double retirement here in Brno. And the car was on fire, so maybe this was just an engine failure. Maybe it was. But nonetheless, that does promote Tom Leon into the points-paying positions today. And yeah, this is not good. Versio needs to get ahead of Van Horn right now. VSC ending. We are going green, and we are green. There we go. And is Van Horn going to play the team game here? Oh, never mind. Van Horn, or you let him fog by. Oh, contact there. Eduardo's just picked up a penalty. And on the 12th lap now, 2 more laps to go. Fong's also got a penalty, and he's in 2nd place as well. So that 2nd place doesn't look to like it's going to be 2nd anytime soon. Now, Versio and Fong, they've got to just be careful. And the simple reasoning is, well, if they crash... Oh! Speaking of crashing, there's Fong into the wall. This could just be crucial points that they are losing. Van Horn has stayed out again. What's AlphaTauri doing? Have they hired Ferrari strategists? Because this is very clearly what it looks like. And now the race goes ultra to mark a terrible day for Ferrari. There we go. The lead Ferrari in the Drivers' Championship is now out of this race. And this is a big blow for the team. That's possible points lost. That was 4 points that could make a difference by the end of the season. Gone. So we've got a virtual safety car heading on to the final lap of this race. With the VSC is clearing, we are green once again. Tom Leon's got a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. Now, can Marcus Adelaide do anything? Because there's these guys struggling in front of him. He's got like 1.5 laps to do this. Virtual safety car, and that is for someone. Was it Damian Castro? Was Castro out there? It might have been him. Well, Bogdasarov, you, my man, are about to score points for Williams if you can just keep this last lap clean. Olsen should be safe for the win. He's got past turn 2 under VSC, and there's not really any more choke points on the track. There are some, but not very many. Now, where's Adelaide? Adelaide here. He has still got a chance to move up into the podium places if he pushes enough. Is he gonna do it though? That is the question. Here is Verstio pulling down this straight. Now, is he going to get into turn 2 safely? On board with the AlphaTauri. He hits the wall. Ah! He's out of the race there. And that there is a big blow for the team at AlphaTauri. They kept one driver out and it's just not been worth it. But here we go. With only one more sector to go pretty much, Jens Dawson is going to be on his way to victory. AlphaTauri have bottled a podium. And still, Adelaide isn't far off these guys at the top. Now here it is. The man we've been waiting for. Also, 5-second penalty. He has hit Bogdasarov, but it's not going to matter. Because we've seen an excellent race here. Driven by the McLaren. He's led every lap. No sight of him losing Ocampo out of the race there. But round the final corner, Jensen Olsen takes the win in Brno. Incredible performance. Minimal flaws in that. But look at this. Williams are currently on for a podium if everything goes right. I don't see any way they can lose this. Van Horn has been lapped in the end of it. Bogdasarov will also be lapped. Yep, there he is. He's crossed the line. So Van Horn's going to finish 7th. Bogdasarov 8th. So Williams having the best race of the season. As here we go, only a couple more corners. I doubt Adelaide is going to get onto the podium here. Unless he has some incredibly good restart of that virtual safety car. But Eduardo, well done. P2 for the Williams, and it's a 42-second win for Olsen. Now here we go, Adelaide coming down that straight. Is he going to get it? He just misses out. Only just. He misses out on the podium. Here's Tom Leon trying to go for it, but in the end he has a penalty, so it's not going to count anyways. Jensen Olsen, your winner today for McLaren Chrome. And Eduardo picks up his first podium, I think, in Formula 1 with Williams. And that is Williams' best result in quite some time. Just their best result since maybe 2016, I think. And Lam Fong, well done to the Renault. The Renault gets onto the podium. Wow. I'm sure Williams and Renault did not expect a podium today. But there you go. Brno's provided the chaos, and it's also delivered some good results. Let's listen to the Norwegian national anthem. Your winner today from Eduardo, then it was Lam Fong, Marcus Adelaide, who just missed out by 0.06 of a second. Then it was Stevie Headley, Tom Leon, Taka Van Horn, and Bogdasarov. For your retirees being Verstio all the way down to Revo. So with that, your race has finished. We only had 8 finishes today, which is not ones. You can see on your screen right there. Thank you so much for joining the Brno Grand Prix. And we'll see you next time when F1 Classic returns for the 5th round of the season. Have a good day and goodbye.